4.3 liter roller cam. I don't know. I've never really been taught how to polish. I was just told to go at it, but I did have a buddy that was a crank grinder telling me it took a technique. I heard him say you could chamfer the edges. I've never seemed to have a problem, and they've just told me to go at it one day, and I went at it and never had any problems yet. We got a little wall of belts, and I'll go find me one that's on the duller side. You can tell it's not as new, and I just hold it over. I go over the cam journals first. Even if you don't have one of these sanders, you can do it the old school way with a piece of string or rope, and I'm sure it'll work fine. But I feel like a lot of people overthink things. I know I did when I first started, working around engines. And I'm not claiming to know everything, but I would overthink every single little thing. And you can't do that. You just gotta have a little bit of confidence. And if you mess up, you mess up. I'm still messing up. You can look at me. Look at me. I'm not even sitting straight on it. Like, I'm trying to keep it still. It's kind of hard to hold that thing. I'm not used to it. I don't do this every day. Now my buddy, he was a pro. He had been doing it since he was 16. He was in his 60s. But yeah, it's pretty easy. As long as everything's smooth, it'll run. It'll be fine. Now there is a way to check if a camshaft's bent, and I'll show you guys a video on that some other time if you want, or if I even remember. I'll probably forget anyway. Let's speed this up. This is dragging on way too long. Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay, like that. So I had to flip the cam over because the way it clamps down, I didn't show it on the video, but I had to grab it by the lobe, and I didn't get to polish it because it was being held in by the chuck, and I couldn't get the sander in there. But yeah, you can grind for a long time on those. Not saying you're not even grinding, you're just polishing. But I like it. I'm gonna flip the cam over, and I like to do it the other way too. It gets a certain section that it doesn't get, when it's going the other way. But you can sit there and polish that for a long time, and you're not going to take any metal off. So, but Roger always said that you had to be careful because you could chamfer them, and I don't know what that means, but I knew he knew what he was talking about because he had been doing it a long time. But there's my shaft. What do you guys think about it? It's polished enough. It'll run. 4.3 liter for the win.